week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Here's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Goff. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of a catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Zamir White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dreadnoughts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Short throw to Disley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. London about set to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize first.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. This defense, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, they could not be more proud. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Steps away to his left. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Nice move at the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Goff now looks to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
21.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
London about set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the and yet again Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Still fighting for more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Herbert now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Herbert. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. London about set to take over on offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
White. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That one complete to McConkey.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
Again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here's Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Open man is Myers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, it's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Goff. Open man right side, Myers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. Now it's Goff.
To the left side, there's Mayer.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away from taking the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Dobbins trying the left side.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch it.
And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
2nd and 7.
Goff now looking to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Myers.
Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now here in London. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no. incomplete.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive
right.
battle.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They stay on the ground with White. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. Pushing through the contact. Down to about the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down and 10. Complete to Johnston here.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 6, 55 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers. Trailing by a point. 40 seconds to go.
Herbert.
And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Throwing, Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Go.
Herbert. Dobbins with it.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Herbert going to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for London, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.